pickling mateys! Welcome all ye to Tortuga Flats Farm, home of the Whiteside family and Pirate Pickling Company. Arrrr! I think I'd go hoarse if I had to talk like that all the time. Hi, my name is Lance Whiteside. Behind me is my mom, Brenda. We are out in the cucumber rows. As you can see, we figured this would be an appropriate place to start this video, as this is where we spend much of our time, many days this time of year. We are a family farm, mom, pa, grandpa, grandma operation from start to finish. Everything we do in our pickles and our relish, our Captain's Private Reserve relish, everything that we do is done naturally. We grow everything without the aid of herbicides, fungicides, vegicides, you name it. We don't use any chemicals out here at all. We use methods that are completely organic from top to bottom. We produce all of our pickles, all of our dill, all of our peppers, all of our I should say peppers, not peppers, excuse me. All of our onion, our garlic, if it's produce and it's in our product, we grow it ourselves. We do it naturally and chemical free. We use water from the big Chino aquifer. We utilize drip tape, and mulch so that we can serve as much water as we can during the pickling. The water itself is perfect and chemical free as well. We use the watering in the pickling process, as a matter of fact. So the water itself, the pickles, are chemical free. We use no alum in the pickling process, which is powdered aluminum. It's a heavy metal. I'm not going to go into a biology rant, but it's horrible for you in a lot of ways, especially your kids. Yeah, there's Brenda back there doing her thing. We avoid all of that. We're rebels. We're pirates in the world of GMO food. And I think that's about all I have to say at this point in time. I think I heard my daughter and my wife rummaging around over in the pepper area. We'll go over and meet them and say hello.
Okay.
All right, well, here we are in the pepper patch. I'm going to have to speak loud because it's windy today. We're out here for a couple of reasons. A, to show you our peppers. We grow all the peppers ourselves, obviously. And B, to prove a couple of points. If you look around, you'll see the weeds have gotten a little out of control on us this time of year. We're harvesting and we're pickling. Therefore, we don't keep up on the weeds the way we wish we could, but we're only 2 people actually farming. But this proves we're not using any herbicides. This proves that we're confident letting our daughter pull a pepper off the vine and chew on it. Sadie Bell is my daughter. This is Christy next to her, my wife, my beautiful family. No pesticides. She can pull anything she wants off the vine out here that we grow and eat it right there in the field. All right, well, we've seen the peppers. We've met Sadie, we've met Christy. We'll see them again later on inside. But now it's time to head over to the tractor, the 1941 Ford 9N. That is what we will be putting any potential revenue that we generate in this campaign. That's where it's going. We need some implements and whatnot, and I'll talk to you about them once we head over that way. Thanks.
Roll.
Well, here we are. This is it. This is the tractor. This is the 1941 Ford 9N. This is a tractor that helped feed a nation during World War II, and it's still kicking. We just replaced the clutch on it actually with the help of a friendly neighbor not too long ago. It works fine. It does its job. What we don't have is implements for the back of it. And at this point, or up to this point, we've done everything we've done by hand with hand tools, which has been fulfilling, and I take pride in it. We all do. But it's extremely laborious, and it limits the amount of production potential that we have. With a few implements, some discs, a ripper, a scraper, compost spreader, mulch layer, we can produce 20 to 30 fold what we're producing now. We can't possibly pickle quite that much yet, but that's next year's goal. This year's goal is to grow, to be able to grow triple, quadruple maybe of what we're doing this year, pickling it, reinvesting the money that we make from that, the revenue that we generate from that back into the farm, and building a production facility where we can actually produce the amount that we can grow, which will get us on the shelves, and that's the ultimate goal. As you can see behind me is a little greenhouse that we use. Pickles and I built that ourselves. We grew most of our dill this year in that greenhouse for our pickles over the winter and the early spring. yeah, right now that's this little baby here will take us to the next step if we can get what we need to work with it and to produce more with it, and then grow from there. But for now, this will do, and we don't need a lot to do it. So a little bit of help from a few friends will actually take this family where we're hoping to go and bring some great pickles to the world. But speaking of those pickles, we're about to go inside and meet Pickles, who I keep referring to, Captain Pickles, my father, Frank. See the actual finished product. I think they're in their labeling, or he was in their labeling earlier, so we'll get him back to work labeling and maybe get him on video doing so. We'll see you inside. Well, here we are inside what used to be the family dining room. This is Captain Pickles. You've heard much about him at this point. Frank Whiteside, my father. This is what these two people do several hours every day when they get done creating these masterpieces. As you can see, the dining room used to be a dining room. Now it's part warehouse, part labeling factory. They're doing salty dogs as we speak. Salty dogs are exactly what they sound like, an old school salty pickle. They're going to be full of flavor, still crunchy. The master of the recipes has found a way to achieve both, believe it or not. This is nothing like you'll find on any store shelf across anywhere in America, especially from a major pickle producer. We have no problem putting that challenge out there, if you will. We are better than Vlasic, we are better than Vlasic, Clausen, they all sound the same to me. I haven't had a pickle in years until these came along, because I couldn't stand what they had become, and now I'm a pickle fan all over again. In my hand I have a Kraken's Breath. This is my favorite. This is a hot pickle. It's got peppers from the farm, jalapenos, cayennes. You see the garlic, you can see the dill floating around in there. I'll hold it up closer so you can really see it. It's like one of those balls that has all the snow in it. Sadie's been chomping on one this whole time. Yep. She loves the pickles. She loves those salty dogs. Oh, we do relish as well. We do slices as well. Let's see, we got some stuff back here. I don't think it's been labeled quite yet. Here's a couple that's been labeled. We've got the Captain's Private Reserve, which is a relish. This is the mild relish. We also have the hot version. If you look on here, the typical relish has 2 or 3 ingredients. This is what my father used to create this amazing relish, which I put on everything, from sandwiches to pork chops to tacos. My mom makes a great meatloaf out of it. It's got cucumbers, red bell peppers, green bell peppers, onions, jalapeno peppers, garlic, dill seeds, dill weeds, mustard seeds, celery seeds, all of that which we grow ourselves. So he throws in a little turmeric, a little sugar, a little sea salt, and of course we use the well water from the Big Chino Aquifer, which is, you can't buy it any better than that. Our final product is the Walk the Planks, they're called. I think you got some behind you, maybe. Maybe it's right behind you. These are our hamburger dill slices. Oh, it doesn't have to have a label, although there is one with a label. We'll show you the label first. We'll turn around. Dill slices, nice, thick, crunchy. These are not. What's the butter one that you and I can't stand?
Bread and butter.
They are not bread and butter. And I can't even remember what those are called because I hate them so much. We agree on that, so we don't make the bread and butter. Go somewhere else for your bread and butter. But if you want a nice, good, sweet dill for your burgers, if you want a nice, salty pickle to go along with your sandwich, or if you want a nice, spicy treat like I like, have a Kraken's Breath. You can't go wrong. And as I said, you will never, ever find a better relish than what we're producing here at Pirate Pickling Company. So come on. Welcome aboard. We'd love to have you as a part of our maiden voyage into the world of anti-GMO pickling. Have a great night, day, morning, afternoon.
Arr,
Arr.